First off, I want to say all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the help, shalom. This is the brother Irawam from the James Jamaica camp. And I'm just coming at you with another lesson. And this lesson is just a quick exhortation to brothers, and first and foremost to myself, because this topic I'm going into, I think I'm gonna call this one leave off for manners sake, right? And I think it's something that and I know it's something that I myself have fallen short of many a times, um many a times, well, a couple times in the world, funny enough, but many a times with brothers, which is funny enough, well, not funny, but it's not a good thing, because this is key, especially in regards to the brotherhood. Right now, um sometimes, yeah, we know we're a body, especially with brothers, but this also applies in the world. But mainly speaking about the body, hey, we know that here, we are our brothers keepers, right? And brothers supposed to look out for each other and everything. But if a brother is basically looking out for you, or if a brother is gonna is treating you as a guest, hey, we have to learn to be guests, and we have to learn to leave off for manners sake. Right now, you know not because it's a brother, and a brother's gonna always look out for you, a brother's gonna ensure that you're good, doesn't mean that we supposed to just be a nigger. Like for example, a brother might come and they say a brother have some, like some water or something, like you need some, where like offer you some of your water, you don't just turn into your head and go crazy, or you know that you might need help with money or something, and just because you know that the brother willing to help you, like every single situation, you 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 just down on the brother, or it's a case where you borrow the brother money, you don't pay back. um Maybe you go to the brother's house and they be like, oh yes, brother, it's cool, you run up in him fridge and you just do a whole lot of crazy things. Right? Hey, I would get that sometimes, you're vibing, go around, please gonna get messy, food gonna get eaten, but there's a certain level of discretion that is required, you being a guest, because me personally, I don't I love when brothers come around, and it's nothing if the brothers come around, food get chilled, whatever. That's not the case. That's not a problem, but at the same time, when taking from a brother, or basically, as I said, when being a guest, you have to be mindful. Now, the first precept I'm going to read is Ecclesiasticus, and I'm going to start at chapter. This is chapter 31, verse. Yeah, let's start at verse 12. It says, "If thou sit at a bountiful table, be not greedy upon it, and say not, there's much meat on it." Right. So as I say, and if it's a case where you see things in abundance, hey, don't go crazy, as I say, remember, being a guest, you're supposed to make it easy for the host to be a guest. You don't really want to give the host anything to really say, right? And it also come with humility, because when a brother saying, hey, when we look at it and growing up here, them always say, oh, hey, be on the best behavior, so to speak. And one of those things actually, as a guest, is to be content. Sometimes you even say, oh, hey, no, I'm good, you know. Just as an example, I hope I'm not bubbling, right? It says, if thou sit at a bountiful table, be not greedy upon it, and say not, there is much meat on it. Remember that an eye is an evil thing, and what is created more wicked than an eye? Therefore it weepeth upon every occasion. So basically, hey, you have to basically tell us that with the eyes, everything you see I go on, everything I go look appealing, especially when the table look bountiful, I'll be like, oh, me need this, me need that. You know, it has gone crazy without a thought. It says, stretch not thine hand whithersoever it looketh, and trust it not with him into the dish. Exactly. and we can testify. I say we fall victim to this many times. It's a weird thing when something that if you share and you and somebody bumping heads or bumping hands, forget it. Where if you just wait till your turn, or you just just chill out and let everything be done decent, it'll work out better. In yourself, you really feel that level of shame, right? Or a little hint in your spirit, like, hey, that never really too right, right? It says, judge not thy neighbor thyself, and be discreet in every point, and that's the key. Be discreet. So whether it be you're borrowing from brothers, whether you be going to brother's house, whether it be a case where a brother get a ride, you know, just basic simple things, I would say it applies to the world, but especially in regards to brothers, because remember that, hey, you want when somebody help you out, you help one when somebody basically accommodate you, they feel comfortable doing it, so that if it needs be and it needs to happen again, it is done. They'll be like, hey, the last time I helped out this brother, the thing was so smooth and everything worked out like cool again. You don't want to be like, I don't really like how this brother do this or that brother. No, you don't want it to be a case like that, right? You want it to be, and also it's supposed to be a case where be like, you feel comfortable going to a brother for assistance or for him to host you, and you do the same to a brother as well, right? Now it says, leave off first for manners' sake. So you go, hey, 20 people about, yeah, just take a small portion just in case, enough that might not definitely go around, sometime, like, let's say, some food come around, 20 brothers are there, and you'll be just like, go and just, I need this, I need that, but you're not even be discreet, look around and say, all right, how much brothers there? Is this sufficient where if me take this amount, everybody gonna get afterwards? Also another things we've been saying through the years, you know, you make the elder, or the head of the camp eat first if it's a setting like that, or and also even as the host, um or as the one that has preeminence, sometimes the head could be the one that also um ensure that everybody eats first, right? Also, I think the same chapter goes into being a host as well. Make sure everybody eat first, and you take care, and then afterwards, then you take a seat. Lord willing, that will be a future lesson, right? Now it says, when thou sittest among many, reach not thine hand out first of all. A very little is sufficient for a man well nurtured, and he fetcheth not his wind short upon his bed, right? So basically, it is a show that, look, just be discreet, right? Leave off for manners sake, right? Sometimes, hey, let's say that, hey, good example. Let's say, for example, you need $10, and the brother be like, hey, how much I need, and you see like the brother have 50, and you be like, oh, you have well enough, tell the brother say, I need 20 or 30. No, take as a need and go about, no matter how much you have. There's be sufficient, as the scripture does say, leave off for manners sake, right? And also, it with being a guest as well, certain things, you don't say, certain things you don't do. For example, if it's a case where you even go to somebody's house, you don't say certain things. You might say certain things, as you might, as we say in general, you go to somebody else and see certain things. Hey, come out and say, bring out certain things in the public. Or if certain things are happening, you don't try for you don't go in a man's house and try set certain things in order, or try intervening into certain situations, right? As this scripture say, Ecclesiasticus 30, starting at verse 24. The key point is in the second line. It says, for it is a miserable life to go from house to house, and this is the key point here. For where thou art a stranger, thou darest not open thy mouth. So with certain things, as you're in an environment where you're a stranger, it's best to keep your mouth shut. It's key. You just be dead. You see what you see. You chill, and then you did it for your time. You move on, right? But you don't say certain things. You don't try. You leave that matters of that house with that house, right? So and you really don't say certain things or try, you know, because by the end of at the end of the day, you're in somebody else's house, right? So hey, those are that are part of things of being being living off of man's sake. Now this is Luke chapter 14, starting at verse 7. He says, and he put forth a parable to those which were bidden when he Slack verse 8. It says, when thou art bidden of any man to a wedding, sit not down in the highest room, lest a more honorable man than thou be bidden of him. And he that bade thee and come and he Salakia, when thou art bidden of any man to a wedding, sit not down in the highest room, lest a more honorable man than thou be bidden of him. And he that bade thee and him come and say to thee, give this man place, and thou begin with shame to take the lowest room. So yeah, that a part of also being a guest. You know, hey, remain lowly. That's why even the scripture previously said, you know, where thou art a stranger, thou openest not thy mouth, right? That a part of you being lowly, right? But when thou art bidden, go and sit down in the lowest room, and when he that bade thee cometh, he may say unto thee, friend, go up higher. Then shalt thou have worship in the presence of them that sit at meat with thee. For whosoever exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. And that's the thing. When it be a guest that leaves off for man's sake, you always get the encouragement to, hey, you know, you can take a little more, or hey, you sure that amount good, or hey, you sure you don't want to do this, or you sure you need to spend more time, you know, because you leave off a monastery, it opens up room for give even more than what is required based on the availability of whatever that host is providing. You know, that feeling of, hey, yeah, you know, you can actually have more if you want, more than to be like, oh, all right, this that you're going like you own the damn place, and it does come off away like, hey, why this brother behaves, or why this person behave like that. And brothers know what I talk about. Hey, one of my pet peeves is actually, it's going, whether it be to a party or you know, to an event, or even just being at someone's house and sit, or even family, even some people come at my house when I was back in the country, you know, and family come around, and just the way them come in with no manners, yo, they just come in and they be like, oh, this and that and that. I'd be like, hey, y'all want guess, I mean, like, come on. That was, they either say rude, or you know, there's always a negative comment when it don't leave off a man sick. You know, you just walk in and be like, hey, hey, I'm here, I'm you own the place. But nonetheless, a guest should be treated with utmost respect. A guest should be welcomed, you know, and be taken care of. Most definitely. But just saying that as a guest is also your responsibility to help the host, or make it's also your responsibility to let the host feel comfortable as well. Just as how the host is making you feel comfortable. You know, that's something I was thinking about. You know, it even as a guest, you have a responsibility in so many words. So don't want to keep rambling. Just hope this was edifying. Once more, I want to say all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Our honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word now, sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom.